Hello, my name's Terry. We're going to be talking about 3 action movies today. A lot to get into, so let's just go ahead. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, Part 1. This movie came out 2 years ago in theaters. I saw it in theaters in 2023. I was annoyed at a lot of things, but mainly the villain. It's an evil, all-knowing, all-simulated, all the possible outcome events computer, so that's... how do you beat that? With Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt, and his surrogate, the Ghost, the guy actually doing all the shit, shooting the people, you know, running the mob hits. The guy also happens to be the whole reason Tom Cruise is in the Mission Impossible agency in the first place. So, you know, full circle moments, which in the second movie, that happens a lot more. But anyway, he's just doing what the computer tells him through his watch. He's just looking down and it's take a left. So he takes a left. Very engaging as a villain, you know. Oh, here's all my motives. Kill Tom Cruise. Okay, watch. I'll do that. Very engaging. So it's rough. I remember this movie as a tease. I didn't rewatch it before watching this because it's fucking long. It's 2 hours plus. I watched it in theaters though when it came out 2 years ago. So maybe release them a bit closer together, but that's besides the point. It was a tease though, so if you're gonna tease me, you're gonna blue ball me, you're gonna edge me. Fucking Avengers, they shot it at the same time. It was only a year apart. Even that felt like forever, but 2 years? Come on, Tommy. Don't tease me like that. I'm gonna keep it spoiler free just in case you like these movies, because it is the end of the franchise, part 1, part 2. So it's fine, okay? It's a tease. The ending's fine. The action is good, as in most Mission Impossible movies, but as they progress, the bullshit does too. So in this movie, the bullshit's in full swing by this point. The main issue is it's such a long movie. It's 2 hours and 43 minutes. Towards the end, I stopped caring because I got a big drink and I got a water bottle, you know, so I just needed to piss. I didn't care about how it ended, I just wanted it to be over so I could go to use the restroom. 6 out of 10. Okay, this movie, if you like a Mission Impossible, and it's sort of like Fast and the Furious now, they've just been doing bullshit for the past few ones. If you like them, it's fine, it's good. The ending sequence, the big set piece, I like it. I thought that was better than anything that happens in fucking part 2, man. At 2 hours and 49 minutes, it's, you know, come on guys, what do you, it's getting a bit ridiculous here. I might as well watch Ben-Hur or something. The movie was fine, good individual moments, but just the length. I felt the first movie did pacing alright. Even that, you know, it's pacing up to an ending that doesn't happen. Imagine Lord of the Rings #2, right? The movie, they're all building up to Helm's Deep. A lot of people coming together to meet and fight at Helm's Deep. Imagine if about, you know, as they're riding on horseback, sort of, they can see the thing in the distance. The movie ends, and you wait 2 years. And then, in the next movie, even though it's right there, it opens with them nowhere near where the thing is, where Helm's Deep is. And you go, what the fuck? Isn't the computer right on their ass? Isn't, you know, the Uruk-hai, aren't they coming right over the hill? Shouldn't they be there already? Nah, just a few months has passed, you know, the evil, super all-knowing computer, he's got other shit to do. Anyway, bad analogy. I'm just saying, it's just such a long time. It's such a long movie, part 1 and part 2 together, and it's not worth it. It's not worth the time investment or time sink. Watch a series, watch Lord of the Rings. That's 9 hours long, but as previously stated, it's better. They don't blue ball you for 2 fucking years, and then 2 hours into the movie, he finally gets to the fucking submarine. Okay, that's a bit of a spoiler. I'll put that on screen, but it's just 2 years. I'm like, okay, at least he's right there. He's got the fucking key. You know, we're gonna get there. And then it opens up with months have passed, and Ethan Hunt's team has been separated. He just pushed the guy off the train like, you know, in the last movie, I thought he was on the way to get the sub, but nah. Anyway, I felt the first movie did pacing alright, so I thought part 2 was going to be an all-out race for the sub, but the timeline and what the AI can do now is very circumstantial and convenient. And also, constant reminding how the stakes are getting higher every fucking 20 minutes gets annoying, because he walks into a room and he convinces all the people that aren't convinced at all when he first gets in there, and, you know, he's got to do it because the whole world depends on this decision right here. And then that decision gets made, and then four scenes later, another decision's got to get made, and the whole world riles on that one. And, you know, I don't care by that point. You know, just get Tom Cruise to take his shirt off, do some of those runs, and I'll be happy. That's all I need in a Mission Impossible movie, and it does happen, guys. Don't worry, between me and you. You have to wait, but he does take his shirt off, I would say, more than usual in this movie. He finds any reason to sort of get the rig out, so good on you, Tommy. Get all the ladies happy. What am I talking about? Okay. It's just wild, okay? It really annoyed me, the inconsistency, because you set up Mission Impossible, the whole world building of this first 40 minutes of a Mission Impossible movie, I find, is them setting up the stakes, them setting up why it's an impossible mission, why no one else can do it, what they got to overcome to get into the vault or get to close enough so they can do this, or how long Tom Cruise has got to fucking hold his breath underwater, or you got to walk like a certain posture to get in, they got a posture tracker, whatever. They're showing you the stakes and they're showing you the plans they have around the stakes. This one, so much of that isn't, because you can't let the computer know what you know, you can't have a plan. So Tom Cruise just doesn't tell you it just doesn't flow nearly as well or the same, because just so much shit comes up and gets dealt with, and it's just not the same as a regular Mission Impossible movie, I can say that. It's fine, but it's just so inconsistent. If you set up because certain characters, the only reason they work with Tom Cruise in this movie is Tom Cruise says, well, the computer doesn't want you to work with me. That's what the computer wants you to think, I'm a bad guy and I'm a terrorist. That's what the computer wants you to think. And if you think that, the computer wins. So think I'm actually give me the stuff I want. He does that in like 4 different scenes. And it's big tense scenes. One of them's like a gun showdown where he's like, no, it's me. The computer, don't believe the computer. Is that really? So just the whole character, I'm gonna murder Tom Cruise, this sucks. Actually, yeah, the computer wanted me to think that. Fuck you. That's dumb. That's stupid. Okay? I'm being way more angry. I wrote this as a lot more passive, but I'm just saying it's a 4 out of 10 from me. Okay? It's way down the hill from the end of the first movie, and I thought this was going to be the better part. I'm glad it's over. I'm hoping this is Dead Reckoning. This is the end of the franchise. Because I thought Fallout, the one with Henry Cavill, I thought that was the last one. It was advertised as the last one, but now we're doing these? Okay. Anyway, 4 out of 10 from me on this movie. If you are going to watch it, I'm sorry, okay? That's your decision. Okay, that's fully your choice if you want to watch this movie. I don't recommend particularly either of them, just because they're both such long movies, at 2 hours and 40 minutes each, basically. They're both such long movies, it's not really worth the time sink. But if you like Mission Impossible, the first one's pretty good. All in all, fine ending to the franchise. My dad liked it, gave it a thumbs up, but they're just too long. Collectively, I think together they sit at 5 hours and 34 minutes to watch both of these movies. I give it 5 hours and 30 minutes, excluding the credits, I guess. But that's just movie, man. 5 hours of just doing nothing else but watching Tom Cruise ever-raising stakes. The mission getting more and more impossible by the minute. Just don't, okay? If you want to know a good movie to watch, Fight or Flight. It's a fun Josh Hartnett, Mr. Trap, M. Night Shyamalan. An alright premise, a good execution. If you've seen the Watchmen church scene, it's that, but in a plane. It resembles openings of, Dead Island games or whatnot, where it's the last sort of plane to take off, and everyone's going manic and crazy. It's great. It has the air of rage around it, just because everyone on that plane's trying to murder, or well, nearly everyone is trying to murder either Josh or the ghost. It's basically a how can we kill people with plane and plane parts. It's a challenge for the stunt choreographers, and they do a good job at it. They do the pacing well at the beginning. The first few fights are you use everything around them, but then as you got to kill more and more, it gets a lot. Just fucking seatbelt around the neck, get the armrest and ooh. So it's fun. It turns into a video game at points. And that's not a bad thing. That's a compliment. If you were in a plane, that's what you'd be doing, I reckon. He gets a chainsaw at one point, man, and that's when the movie fully peaks, in my opinion. It's a great movie. It's just fun, dumb fun. It's a popcorn filler. It's a Netflix movie. I know if it got a release. Definitely not here in Australia, I don't think. Because I wanted to watch this movie. I was keen for the trailer. I like this guy. Look at him. That's a handsome fella. I thought Trap was great. Just a little side piece on that movie. It's a 6 out of 10. I recommend it. I'd say watch it. Out of all the action movies you've heard about today, this is the one I'd rate. It's just dumb fun. The story that gets him into the plane is a bit iffy, but the plane story is the main story anyway. That's the one you're focused on. And once they seal the doors, passengers loaded, cross-check or whatever the pilot says, the plane, the movie truly takes off. So, yeah, I rate it. Watch it. With all that said, let me know down below, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning or Lord of the Rings trilogy. They're similar times. One's 5 hours and one's 9 hours. I'm not telling you which. I hope you found something useful. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy. Bye-bye.